Oh, there it goes. Here it is. I don't know why it told me I didn't have permission to live stream on my own channel, but it did. Hey, we're live. Hi, guys. Guess what? Technical difficulties. Hey, friends, welcome to Saturday night. I'm so used to saying welcome to Friday night that was a little awkward, but it is Saturday night. So Donna and I have been working on the Sewology block of the month. This is a lovely quilt that is not going to be wall sized. It's actually pretty big. We're working on month number 3. We did month number 1 and 2 in previous live streams, and I will, after this video is over, go put the playlist in the description box. So if you want to go back and watch those, you can. We're taking it very slow over the next year to put this together. So you have plenty of time to catch up. I did put the link for this pattern in the pinned comment at the top of the chat. It is also in the description box. So if you are looking to pick that up, great. Tonight, we're going to be working on month number 3, which is the cross stitch units. It looks like there are 7 little X's that we're going to put together and then sew them all in a row. And I'll tell you, didn't even know if I was going to be sewing tonight because up until about 10 minutes ago, I didn't even have my fabric starched and cut.
I can't say that.
No, you've probably been ready for a month.
Or longer.
or longer. So for those of you that don't know, and I'm sure that's absolutely nobody, sitting to this side over here is my friend Donna from Handmade by Ying. She has a wonderful YouTube channel that you should check out if you're looking for it. And we're going to give her a little shout out and give her a little boost right now because she is trying really hard this year before April 1st. She wants to hit 10,000 subscribers and she is less than 300 away. So if you've never seen her channel or if you've seen her channel and haven't considered hitting subscribe, we're going to start out the live stream by saying do exclamation Donna in the chat. It'll give you a link to her channel. Hop over there, subscribe, and then come on back. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Donna, are you ready to get sewing?
I am. I've got my block laid out and I'm ready to get stitching with you.
Stitching. What?
Let's get stitching.
Let's stitching. I think that needs to be a t-shirt. Let's get stitching.
Yes, I say it all the time.
Let's get stitching. Much better than the other word that rhymes with stitching, but isn't as productive. Might start with a B. So I'm going to show the group how we're going to build this out really quick, and then we'll just start sewing and I'll read out comments from the chat. We can just have a good time catching up with one another. So we're going to go to I'm going to go to the overhead camera. I'll pin myself so everybody can see up close and personal what it is we're going to be doing and how we're going to do it. So for this month, we're building out these little cross stitch units. So we're going to make 7 blocks of these X's. And the way we're going to do that is to take the units that have all been already cut. Hello, Deborah Weber. She said, good evening. This is my first live. Awesome. Welcome.
Welcome.
We're going to build out color coordinated ones. So you're going to want to create a stack for each color. So your blues are together, your purples are together, so on and so forth, etc. We're going to take our little squares and we're going to lay them out in the 4 corners of the block. We're going to make kind of a plus sign a little bit. The 2 small rectangles are going to go like this. And then in the middle, you're going to have your larger rectangle. So you're going to piece this, and then put your 3 rows together. When these 2 rows are pieced, they should be as wide as this one. Then once your plus sign is made, you're going to take your bigger squares, cut it on the diagonal to create setting triangles, and you're going to use those setting triangles to turn this plus sign on point, which is going to make the X. We're going to make that 7 times, then sew them together and put some border around it. So that's your instruction. You're welcome. Go forth and sew. that was done. We're done. So good night.
That's all there is to it.
That's it. We're all done. So I think I'm going to assembly line sew, and I think what I'm going to do just to make things a little bit easier on my end. So I'm just going to start building out the top and bottom rows, put that white square, the little bit of color, and then another white square. How are you going to do it?
Slow and steady.
All right, Tortoise. I don't know that any part about anything that you do in your sewing room is considered slow, but okay.
I kind of, I don't know, maybe.
Linda Kendall says, it's so fun. I love learning from you ladies. Oh,
Thank
Lori
you.
said we can just barely hear Donna. Can we get Joe to turn up your mic volume a little bit?
Joe, can you turn my mic volume on?
Shoop, shoop, shoop. By the way, let me look at my pressing instructions while I am waiting. Yep, Linda, we're working on it.
It's all the way up. Is that better?
Why don't you talk for a couple minutes?
Is that any better, everyone?
See what they say. I'm waiting to hear what they say.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Producer Joe.
I mean, it does sound kind of low for me too, but
Okay.
yeah, you're not as loud as you normally are.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm being pinned. My hair. Blow your doors up.
We're gonna
Does
wait.
that sound better?
Oh my gosh, a million times better.
Well, hello, my name is Donna.
Hey Donna, that's a great shirt that you're wearing.
I know I have this friend who got it for me, and she knows my style.
For those of you that can't read it, it's got the Morton Salt Girl on it, and it says "Don't be a salty," and then it has a B word. So,
Yeah, I wonder who got that for me.
well, I didn't start it. Day started it when we were
Yeah, we
at.
got to blame Day.
Yeah, we got to blame Day. She's going to take the credit for this one. When we were at retreat last year, she had I think a hoodie with it on, right?
Yes, her husband's hoodie.
She had that same, she had a hoodie version of the t-shirt that Donna's wearing. And she, every time somebody got a little uppity at retreat, we gave them the shirt and told them not to be a salty bee.
So I was in it all the time.
We were out Christmas shopping and I did not intend to buy anything for Donna, except I walked by one of those t-shirt places where you can print off the graphics that they hear or that they have that they hear. They print off the graphics that are there. Or I'm sorry, they print off the graphics that are in the shop on a shirt. Gosh, I'll get it out eventually. Mary, I'm tongue-tied. Anywho, I saw it in the window and I grabbed Jason. I was like, we got to go in that store.
And he's like, what?
So
They saying yes.
Yes. Yep. It's all her fault. Joy says, good to hear, Donna.
Good.
Yay. June Billing says, I'm a quiltaholic.
I think we all are.
We are. It comes with the territory, right?
Who would have thought?
Pretty much. Pretty much. Glass Gablin says, ooh, I love the shirt. Janine is in the chat. So is Teresa Louise. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies. I love when they come in.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Pat Strawhouse. How are you?
Your best friend said hi, Mary.
She's like, which best friends?
Yvette Hartso is telling you that she loves the exploding heart that's hanging behind you, Donna.
Thank you. I did that today.
You want to talk about who you did that with and how people can get to be a part of that? You want to plug that?
Are you sure it's okay?
Of course it is.
Well, I don't like stepping on toes.
You're totally fine.
Okay. On my channel, we have a group and it's called Just Squirreling. And it's our paid channel membership. And if you're one of the super supporters, you get invited to a monthly Zoom. And each month we're trying to do a project based. And the supporters pick the pattern and we just work it each and every month. And this is our first one, and it turned out just darling. And if you're interested, please come over to the channel, check it out. Please subscribe. It means everything to Joe and I. And we'd love to have you come just check us out.
Now that's for the paid channel members. So just because you're
Yes.
subscribed, you don't get to join. You
Right.
have to click the join button and do the monthly fee, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're clear on that.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you're going to get those emails. I'm subscribed. Where's my invite?
Yes. And Joe sends the monthly invite. And then I've also got a small just squirreling chat group as well through Messenger. And we stay in touch throughout the month like that as well. It's just a fun way to get together, and you sew with the moderators, you sew with other content creators. If they are free and want to hop in, I always invite them. And it's just a good time to be had.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Teresa is reminding everybody that the command for you is !Ying. Thank you. I thought for some reason it was Donna. Maybe it's both, but I'm glad that you've got the command working and we're dropping her channel link in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Connie King says it's so good to see both of you together.
I love when I get to hang out with Becca and we get to just sit and chat and stitch.
And not the other word that rhymes with itch.
Now, be nice.
Shoot. I'm excited because I think we saw it's 40 days, 41 days to QuiltCon.
Is it really? It's
Yeah,
flying up.
close. It's getting close. I just ordered 100 custom stickers that I am planning to get. I ordered them through Sticker Mule. I made up a little design and ordered 100 of them to be printed that I plan to give out. So if you're at QuiltCon and you want a custom limited edition sticker directly from me to you, come find me.
That would be a blast.
Be completely free. Be completely free.
All you have to do is come meet her and she'll pay you with one sticker.
Yep, I'll pay you to meet me. My goal is, so last year at QuiltCon, I was blown away at the number of people that I got to meet. I did not expect to meet so many people that were familiar with my channel. I literally thought maybe I'd meet like 5 people. I lost count. And I felt so loved from that. So I figured it'd be really cool if I go in with a number of stickers that I know I have, and I pass them out only to people that ask for one and say they follow me on YouTube. And then at the end, I can count how many I have left. And that will tell me how many people I got to meet.
And I love it.
Yeah. Of course, that
I think a few of us need to do something along that line. That would be really cute.
Ian's doing it, so we'll talk offline about how to get you hooked up with that too. So people can kind of do like a little treasure hunt at QuiltCon to collect the goodies.
Yeah, if they find us. Yeah. If they find us, you have to let us know you're subscribed. I love that idea.
I might make you pull out your phone and show me you're subscribed. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm teasing.
That would be too funny. Show me.
Lori Mullins says, wait, hold on. This question comes up. I feel like if we had a live session or a video of Donna's most frequently asked questions, the top 2 would be, what does Ying mean? And where is your accent from? And I'm going to validate that by telling you that Lori Mullen wants to know, where is your accent from?
I don't have one. That's what makes it so cute.
She is
And
from Maryland. She lives on the Maryland, West Virginia border.
yep, I don't feel that I have one, and I really emphasize my words so that I'm more clear.
Ooh, Teresa said it is -1 degrees now and possibly down to -15 tonight.
You
Ooh,
keep it, girlfriend.
heck yeah, heck yeah.
Just hope I hope you got your generator going.
Yeah, right. I do
I
not
could I
envy that
couldn't
weather.
survive.
Mm-mm,
I'm not a cold girl.
mm-mm. Hey, look at Laura Lynn is in the chat. She just dropped
Hey,
right in.
Norlin.
And
Welcome, welcome.
her very first word is toupee. Why
Excuse me?
she she just dropped in. It just writes the word toupee. Or is it it's Toupee. So
Sorry, not sure where that came from. Good evening.
I think toupee should be your new way of saying hello. Let's make that a thing.
Yes, that's
Just
very fitting.
just jump into a chat and yell toupee.
How funny would that be? And everybody's gonna be like,
What?
what's that mean?
You had to be there.
Yeah, if you missed it, you're out.
You're out of it. Lori Mullen says, I can understand you just fine, Donna, but you definitely have an accent.
Thank you, I think.
So we were driving back from dinner tonight. By the way, that's why we're starting a little bit later, an hour later. We were going to start at 7 o'clock. The reason why we're starting at 8 o'clock tonight is because I went out to dinner with Mary and my mom and my husband, and we pushed the start time back so that I could have some family time tonight. And when we were on the way back, we were talking about puppies. So I've got a poodle, a Maltipoo, poodle Maltese mix, and a Shih Tzu. Well, Shih Poo, it's a Shih Tzu and a poodle mix. And the Maltipoo, Beetlejuice, looks like a toy poodle, and the Shih
Mhm.
Poo looks like a Shih Tzu. Like it that's just the way they worked out. But I've been struggling, Donna, to come up with a name for each of them that explains their personalities because they are different but similar. And I've had a hard time with it. The one word I can come up with is, to me, Beetlejuice is very much a diva. He is
Yes.
very much a diva. But I couldn't figure out the right word for Akumu until tonight. So before I give you the word, let me tell you a couple of stories about how Akumu has acted, and then you will be able to appreciate his new nickname. So, a couple of months ago, Akumu and Beetlejuice were out in the yard, and Akumu's still in that puppy phase where he's got to chew on everything. So he got
Yep.
a stick from the yard, brought it in the house, and was chewing on it. Jason didn't even know he was chewing on it. But at some
Mm.
point during the day, he kind of started looking a little like something was bothering him.
Like peaked.
Well, no, just like lethargic, like like he was something was upsetting him, maybe. Ooh, I'm getting feedback on your mic. Let's see if it goes away.
Is that
Nope.
better?
No, I can still hear me. Oh wait. I think it's nope, still there. It just started too. I'm talking to see if it's nope, still there.
Is it me or you?
Well, it's coming out of your speaker. And it's
I've
gone.
got feedback on my mic.
I don't think it's there anymore. Nope, I don't hear it anymore.
Okay.
It was just a blurb. It must have been something in Zoom that messed it all up. So, anywho, he's outside, he's chewing on the stick. He comes in the house, and Jason notices he gets a little lethargic. At one point, he walks over to his their food and water dish. They share one, and he just kind of lays down on his side with all four paws out. And the posture he had, Jason said, it looked like he was just like, "Take me now, cruel world. Goodbye." Like
Oh,
it seemed like he thought he was going to die. And so Jason was
Oh,
like, oh my gosh, is there something stuck in his throat? Is his airway constricted? What's going on there? And he went over, he's like, no, he's breathing just fine. I don't know what's going on with the dog. And then he realizes he got part of a stick stuck in his tooth at the back of his mouth.
oh
He could
man.
breathe just fine, but it was uncomfortable on his tooth. But so he was laying there to die because the stick in his mouth.
Holy crap.
We also had let's see, when they ran away, well, got out, they didn't run away. Beetlejuice probably was trying to run away. But when they got out, ever since then, Akumu has been extremely clingy, like extremely clingy, whines, doesn't want to be out of your space, just all the things.
He got really scared.
He did get really scared. And then this past week, he had, you know, the surgery.
You punished him for running away.
Apparently I did. And he's been a little extra from that. It's he's recovered from it quite nicely. He bounced back really quick, but the day of the surgery when he came back, just so over the top. Just so over the top. Well,
Oh,
he's left the incision site completely alone. So we
that's a
haven't had,
blessing.
yeah, it is. We haven't had to put the collar on him during the day because he's not messing with it. But we do put the dogs in the crate at night, and we don't want him messing with that. So we've been putting his collar on him, the cone of shame. We've been putting that on him at night when he goes into the crate. And every night we go to put that on him, he just falls over onto his side as soon as the cone's on and just lays there. And Jason has to like push him into the kennel, and the dog won't even crawl into his nice, warm, comfy bed. He just lays there like he's dead.
Oh,
I bought a harness to put on him when I've taken him to the vets and the groomers. I bought a harness, put it on him. As soon as I put it on him, he just went no and just lays. Just
holy goodness.
so I have decided that his nickname is Drama.
Yes, absolute.
So now that we've got that nickname, we have been referring to the pups as Drama and Diva, and it works.
I think it's quite fitting.
It's Drama and Diva. Good grief. And I love them both.
Yep. You'd be lost.
Goodness. People are laughing at that. Hello, Sean. Sean is in the chat. We've got Danelle from Danelle Stitchery is here too. Sassy from Stephanie Harris, Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter is here. And Fallon is here as well. And she said, yep, drama for sure. I agree.
Absolute.
Mm-hmm. How many of the folks that are in the chat are going to be at QuiltCon next month?
Drop a heart.
Yeah, drop a heart if you're going to be at QuiltCon. I like that. Drop a heart if you're going to be at
Drop
QuiltCon.
a heart.
Let's see it. Drop a heart.
It'd be fun to see.
Yeah, let's blow up the chat with heart. You know what? Even if you're not going to be there, put 2 hearts. If you're going to go, put 1 heart. If you're not going to go, put 2 hearts.
If you love us, put 3.
Yeah. If you want to see more content like this, put 4. Oh goodness.
Wait a minute, you ready, Beck?
What? Mine doesn't do that. Ian, when he does, Janine put about 100 hearts.
Oh, she's yes for everything.
She's yes for all of it. 1 of everything, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love Janine. She's great.
She's funny.
She is.
Good girl.
Oh, we're lighting it up. We either have Sean wants to know if she's going 4 times. Maggie Rose said, drama reminds me of fainting goats.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
He might be part fainting goat.
Could be. One never knows.
Yep.
That's too funny.
It just, as soon as something happens that he doesn't like, just the world is over. Goodbye, cruel world.
You mean? You're so mean.
It was lovely being here. Reminds me of that scene from A Christmas Story where the parents are like, what brought you to this lowly state? And Ralphie's like, it was soap poisoning. That's my dog. Donna Dixon put a goat in the chat.
A goat.
A goat, a fainting goat. It was soap.
It was a goat.
Goodness. Come on, Eileen. Where's my clapper? There you is. Sit up there like a good girl. Oh, people are asking, what does your shirt say? You want to just stand up? Just stand up. It's fine. Just stand up and show them your shirt. It's my channel, not yours. I'll get the problem if there is one. There won't be. Don't cover it. Don't cover it. It's a word that starts with B and rhymes with itch.
And I didn't get a chance to put a little logo over it.
You don't need a logo.
Logo.
Logo. How low can you go?
That's what we can do at retreat.
What's that? Oh, no. No thanks.
Could you see how many broken hips we can come out of there with?
I'll hold the broomstick while you guys all try to go under it.
You would be really proud of a few of us. We've been working out every morning at 6:30.
I'm still sleeping at 6:30.
Oh. I just stopped sewing long enough to go. I can check in with my coaches.
You don't sleep.
All right,
it's easy for you.
I've got 6 made. Now what?
Okay, well, I don't. Wait, you have the pluses all made?
Yeah. What's wrong?
Take your big triangles, cut them on the diagonal so that you have, because you should have 7 squares. Yep. You're going to cut all of them on the diagonal once so that you have 14 triangles. Is that right? Or are we going to cut them twice? Hold on, let me just double check. I think you're going to cut them once. For C, finger press the center of the unit. Okay, hold on.
I've already cut one. Don't make me mess up.
Well, hold on, because the math ain't mathin'. Oh, yeah, the math ain't mathin' to me.
It wasn't to me. That's why I'm asking you for clarification. We have 6 blocks.
Exactly.
We should have 12.
Well, no, right. So
we have 24 when we're done.
Yeah, so if you cut it on the diagonal twice, I think that's what you're going to have to do. So from this big block, I think you're going to have to cut it on the diagonal twice. And that's going to be your setting triangle, because each one of these, I think, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. But there should be 7 of these.
Right, we have 7 large.
Yep. So if you cut each one of these on the diagonal twice, it's going to yield 4 triangles. And those 4 triangles from this one square are going to be used to put this on point. And the way you're going to put it on point is you're going to take a triangle, fold it in half, and find the center of that long straight edge, and then find the center of this block, line them up together, stitch. Do one side, then the opposite side, press out, and then do the 2 remaining sides.
Right.
You knew how to do that. I was telling you for the audience sake.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do it your way.
Do it however works for you. If you've got a better way, do your better way, and then tell us what your better way is.
It's the Becca way.
Oh, okay. Well, the Becca way is the pattern way. So I can't really take credit for that.
Oh, man. For real?
Melissa Feldhaus is asking, what retreat are you speaking of? You want to talk about that?
We host a retreat once a year in Pennsylvania, and we have a blast doing it. It's 5 glorious days in seclusion. And it's just a good time to be had by all who attend.
Is this an open to the public retreat or is this a private retreat for you and your girls?
I have 2 open spots for this year.
So if somebody that is watching this wants to go,
They
there's a
would send me an
possibility.
email.
Okay. Okay.
And we can work with them
Okay.
and give them all of the information.
And they can make an informed decision.
Absolute. A good time will be had by all. And that's a guarantee.
Ba-da-ba. Dave's calling you an overachiever
Why?
because you were done with your blocks before me.
Day, you're supposed to be my friend.
Hello, Miss Mary.
What's
Surprise Donna finished
Hello,
her
Mary,
block.
Mary.
Donna finished her blocks.
Yeah, Becca's.
She finished Mary said, I'm surprised.
I am too.
She finished the first step before I did. No problem. Nobody's surprised by that at all. Green Grass 33 said, Donna, can you go to the retreat as a beginner?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about how you structure the retreat? Like, are you making projects that everybody has to do? Or is this
Nope.
more of a sew it yourself type thing?
Okay. Basically, you will arrive at the retreat center on Tuesday, and you will have a shared bedroom with several other quilters. Your meals are provided. You bring your own projects to work on. I do bring Project Dress a Girl with me, and anybody that would like to contribute and work with us on that project, we humbly appreciate you, but it's not required to attend. Let me see. You check out on Sunday by 1:00, and you share a bathroom with a few other quilters. The quilting room is open 24 hours a day.
Because Donna doesn't
Breakfast
sleep.
is kind of like a continental breakfast, unless someone likes to cook. You do not want me to cook for you. I'll just throw that right out there. Thursdays, we always do like a Thanksgiving spread.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
And Becca and her mom are going to be cooking this year as well.
Yep, we're going to make our chicken and dumplings.
They're doing chicken and dumplings. And my friend Jersey and Day are going to also be cooking with me, for me, around us, all of the good things.
So
they have faith in me. Here you go. Like this.
Yes. Thanks you for just being done. Okay. But I am taking the extra steps to do all the stupid little things like the acorn press pen and the clapper. I'm being a little extra with this.
I am too.
Okay, whatever. Shut up. This is not a competition. I lose. I get it. I suck.
What are you saying? I'm slacking. I'm cutting corners. What's up with that?
No, I'm saying we need to take you off of the speed.
Off of what?
The speed. Yeah, we're gonna nickname you Speedy Gonzalez.
We got to get something better than that. Come on.
Well, you are quite fast. You are. She's Speedy Gonzalez. But it's not a race.
No, it's just to be fun. Let's
Until
have
I
a good
get you
time.
and Tiffany in the same room, at which point it will be a race.
We are not. And I'm going to repeat like Tiffany has told you. We are not going to race for you.
Well, it won't work because I won't have an extra Juki here. It would be different machines.
So we're not going to do it. And you can't make us.
but I can.
Oh,
I told
dude.
Tiffany that we should work on the same project, and she should use my hand crank while I use the Juki.
And I'm sure she loved that thoroughly.
She told me no real quick.
Hugs, Becca. I felt the same way. I had a fourth of my rose done, and Donna's holding up. Stop it, Fallon.
Listen, when you got on that live with Fallon, you're like, and we're going to be doing the legit kit rose. I was like, oh goodness, I'm still working on the elephant. I was like, there's another one she's going to leave in the dust.
I'm not leaving her in the dust.
No, it's not. It's not meant to be. I don't mean this to sound like a bad thing. So please don't take any. I think it's endearing because it's from my end, what I see, what it feels like is you found your passion and you can't stop. You just love
Right.
it so much that you're just going,
I
which is great.
enjoy. I'm
Yeah.
making up for all the years I didn't know how to sew.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
And
are.
that's not too bad because I've only been doing it a couple years.
Teresa's telling on you though. She said Donna does a lot of pre-work before you even start. She's ready to go while you're still getting your ducks in the row.
I already have my projects set and ready.
You do. You're very organized that way. You like to have everything ready to go. So when it's time to work on your project, you can just sew it and you're done. Bing,
Yeah.
bing, zip, zip, zip.
And I like to enjoy the process. So I don't want to, like, how do I want to put it? I don't want to be sitting ironing and cutting when I could be stitching.
Mm-hmm.
So I use my Sundays to set up for the week.
I have one more plus sign to make, and then I can start putting stuff on point. But
Cool.
Sheila said Donna cheated today, though. She made her exploding heart blocks before the Zoom. Cheater, cheater, cheater.
I told you all come to the table ready with your blocks made. So
I wait a
think
minute.
that was pretty clear.
Let's talk about that exploding heart that's hanging up behind you because that is amazing. So that pattern is one that I've always wanted to do. It's on my list. I will do it eventually. I do have the pattern. However, the story that I want to tell you is I have a friend who made that. And it was the first time that I saw the quilt was when she made it. She showed me a picture of it and I was floored with it. And I remember she said it took her forever and it was a labor of love and a ton of work. And so when you announced that you were doing that with your group, I was like, oh, that's going to take a while. She's going to do that on a Saturday. And then I drop into your Zoom and you're like, okay, here's 10 rows. And I'm like, holy cow, it must not be that hard as long as you have your half square triangle unit.
If you've got all of your units, like what I did every night when I'd be sitting with my friends,
Mm-hmm.
I would sit and sew it went A through F. So every night I would make a different block so that I was prepared for the Zoom. And then I put it in the group as well. Please come prepared.
Yeah, once you have the half square triangle units pieced, and some of them look like they might be hourglass blocks and stuff, but once you have those pieced, it's literally just laying them out in the right order and sewing them together.
Exactly. That's all there was to it. And I'm a little bit much. I took each of the columns. There's 18 blocks across. I downsized my pattern. Instead of it being 70, yeah, I didn't want another great big Valentine quilt. So I downsized mine with the size of the blocks that I was making. So instead of, yeah. So I wanted to give it a go and see how I liked it. And I really liked the way it turned out. I do have to take it over to the store and see if I can find some fabric that'll look really nice to kind of border it out. Because I do not have anything that matches that. But on the pattern, what I did was I numbered each row. It said row 1, 2, blah, 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 18 across, 18 down. So I took my time and numbered everything.
That makes sense. You just were really, really strategic about keeping it organized.
Yep. I think organization is the key to any successful quilt.
Yeah, I could see that, especially something intricate like the pattern hanging
Yep.
behind you. Da 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 da.
And mouth drops in shock. What? Wait a minute. What is she saying?
I have no
Gone
idea.
out. And mouth drops in shock. Same, Becca. And it's a bucket list pattern of mine too.
Mhm.
I tell you what, it turned out really cute. It's one I would recommend to anybody.
I'm stacking my squares so I can cut them here and there and everywhere. I don't know why I'm singing the song. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. All right, here we go. Sail through all 7 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh, can't get leverage. Going across this way was a bit much. That cut, that cut. These need to finish cutting. So let's line that
Oh,
up.
Sheila, feel better, sweetheart. I
Oh
didn't know
no.
you were sick.
There. Danelle says, I was just being sassy about you doing your blocks before the Zoom today. I was just joking around.
No, you were being mean because you didn't sew with us. It was more important for you to fall down and save a dog.
Yeah.
Life-saving efforts. Get your kudos.
Did you find center on your triangles and your pluses, or did you just wing it?
I always do the plus. I just take my stack like this, Beck, to save time, and I fold it in half, and I take the corner of my iron, and I just lay it on the corner. How do you
That's
do yours?
each piece of fabric individually.
Yeah, you as long as your stack's stacked right, all you have to do is fold it over and lay the iron on it for just a second.
That makes sense. I will do that with the next batch. That's another reason why I could maybe say, or another way I could save a little bit of time.
Instead of doing the one by one.
Yep. I could also delegate the pressing over to Mary. Mary said no.
She says, this is your thing.
Oh, she said, oh. We're going to
She
give you
says,
the competition for Iron Man.
Okay. Give it.
Bring a chair over here, lady. Let's get this going.
and
look at
Becca's
that.
calling in the troops.
Becca's got to catch up. Hey, you don't really have to press. It's going to be,
Need me to press
well, I mean, not
Yes.
over here.
in your way.
Yeah, it would be because you'd be reaching over here while I'm sewing. But if, there was an iron over there and you started stealing stuff to give it a good press, that would be okay.
But she wouldn't mind the help right now. Just stay off camera so Donna doesn't see it.
Yeah. Don't tell her that she helped. I just somehow caught up.
We blinked and Becca was ahead of me.
All of a sudden, all of the blocks are done.
What are you making?
X's.
X's. Okay.
I'm taking the pluses and putting them on point.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You got this.
Right. Yeah, whatever. Okay, here we go. Here, I'll give you the blocks as they're done for you to press.
I can do that.
That'll work.
That works. I'm gonna fix the iron so it's all ready.
Look at you. Would you like my?
I can do.
Yeah. Do you want my Acorn Easy Press pen too?
And
Come on, you know I like my starch.
She's like, I was gonna just do it without it.
It's okay, you don't have to use the press pen. Yeah, they're
Does
gonna go.
anyone ever did Sewology?
I have not, obviously, because I'm doing it now.
No, I'm talking to our subscribers.
I know, I know.
You silly girl.
I'm silly, silly, silly. This was a block of the month that I signed up for with Stitch in Heaven, and I was really excited to do it. But every month that the package is shipped, I just put it in a box as one does when you sign up for a block of the month.
Right.
And I didn't do it. But I'm happy with this now. It felt overwhelming until you broke it down and started seeing what you were doing every month. Every month you're making a quilting element, and whatever you're doing that month, the steps are really not that difficult. It doesn't take you
No.
that long to do each month. So yeah, like I would totally recommend it. Look at that. Look, I have one.
I'm proud of you.
Yay. Now I got to
Look.
do 6 more. Donna's like, I'm so proud of you. Look, my whole row's put together. That's okay.
I learned from you.
Well, obviously you have surpassed the teacher.
Never. Never.
Mhm.
No, I would say that's the highest compliment
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, it's the highest compliment to you too.
It just shows I paid attention when you were talking.
And then it shows that you found loopholes and ways to make it better. So you were problem solving before you even realized it.
Is that what we're going to call it?
Yes. Is anybody going to make this quilt? That's my next question. Fallon said Donna's quilt is all done now. She's just humoring you and pretending to work.
Uh, Fallon, you're bad. You're bad. I thought we were friends there, Fallon.
So
no.
The machine that you're sewing on, that goes like 5,000 stitches a minute. When you sew, do you go like full on, or do you throttle back?
I throttle back.
I realized I don't sew the full 1,500 that my machine can do. My
No,
pedal's not all the way down.
Yeah, I don't. I opt not to. I like if I'm just doing binding or a long stretch, I'll go ahead and pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
But if I'm just piecing, I honestly just take my time because it'll get off kilter if you're not holding it because the thing's got a lot of power.
Yeah.
So are we squaring these?
Yes. Do you want the squared size, or do you have it in front of you?
I do not have it.
Okay. I will tell you in just a second. Let me get the iron setting on that seam. I don't want to give you the cutting instructions, but I'll tell you the squared size of the block. Five and 3/4.
Okay.
Karen says, I have 2 blocks done, but was traveling today and just got home. So I will work on this block later, but I plan to finish this one.
Cool.
Wonderful. Doobie doobie doo. Candace says, Candace Siminoff is making it along with us.
Oh, how cool is
Awesome.
that?
I can't wait. I want to see pictures of all of yours. And I really want to see if you pulled fabric from your stash or supplied it from a quilt shop, if you're using something other than what the kit from Stitch in Heaven has, I'd love to see your colorway. Bonnie Walker says, I have the pattern and the material, but I haven't started it yet. So next month, Donna, when we do this, it's going to be the first Saturday of February, right?
Yep.
And we're channel hopping when we do this. So we're bouncing between our two channels. So next month, you're hosting on your channel.
Yes, I am.
So another shameless plug for people to go over and subscribe to your channel if they haven't done so already, so that they get the
because we're really trying to hit 10,000. Becca has made me this fabulous offer. She's gonna give me a button for hitting 10,000, and I'm like, oh.
I actually
I'm really working hard for that. I'm gonna leave it hanging right here where everybody in the world can see it. When anybody comments, I'm gonna say, my friend Becca made that for me.
I actually mailed one to Tiffany because she hit 50,000. Every time one of my YouTuber friends hits one of those milestones, I'm giving them a play button that looks like a little quilted postcard that looks like the YouTube logo, because nobody can get the play button from YouTube until they get to 100,000 subscribers. And
they were making it.
Yeah, I am. Because if you think about it, as a content creator, when you first start out, you get really excited when you cross that 1,000 threshold, right? Because now you can get monetized, especially once you get up to the 4,000 watch hours. It's a really satisfying milestone.
Yep.
And then you get up, the next milestone that you look forward to is usually 5,000, because now you have multiple thousands, right? And then the next one is 10,000, because now you're in the 5 digits. But then after that, it just feels like there are no celebratory milestones for 90,000 subscribers. And for most of us, it takes a long time to work up to that 100,000. So I want to give my YouTube friends a little bit of something to look forward to between 10,000 and 100.
Right. I can remember when I started, I was excited to know there was 50 people out there that watched me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I hit 100, I was like, oh. And then when we hit 200, Peyton was giving everything away in the room as giveaways. He was grabbing whatever. I want giveaways. We've got to do giveaways. We have to thank them. And I was like, holy God, I'm not going to have anything to sew if you keep giving the room away.
She really liked those giveaways.
Oh, she does. And I'm just like, come on, babe, save me something to sew.
Yep.
But when we do 10,000, I've got something special to give away.
You want to give any hints or tips?
It's going to be well worth their while, because it's going to be a gift card with some cheap.
Very cool.
So, yep. They will get a gift card. One lucky subscriber will win for helping me hit that milestone. So share. The goal is, I really honestly do have a goal. I would like to hit the 10,000 by my 2-year anniversary.
And that is when?
Joe, look there, April the 7th. April 7th. That's our 2-year anniversary.
Fallon says, I didn't know 100 people, so I knew some of those subscribers were people who actually found me mildly interesting when I hit the 100 mark.
Oh, Fallon, you're a doll.
Yep. Dooby. I got 2 more to do.
You got this. You've got this.
Catherine Langford says, can I ask, where you got your iron table and little lead-free iron from.
Me?
Yep.
These ironing tables are just TV trays. My husband and I, we did a YouTube video. You can go back into our channel and have a look, see. And I mean, I needed ironing stations because my room is small and I have a long arm in it on top of that. So space is of a premium. So I have to be able to, like when I want to walk over here, I have to be able to fold my ironing pad up. So they're just TV trays we flipped upside down, put batting on them, stretched fabric around it, and then we step it all the way around. But I do have a standalone video for that. And you're welcome to go check it out. It didn't take but probably 15 minutes. It took longer to find what kind of staple gun is that, Joe? It's the big one. It's not my. It's a sling line staple gun. It's just powerful. And it went through the wood lickety split and worked like a charm. And I've changed the color once just because it got a little starched up.
It happens.
Yep.
Tammy Boyd said, Donna, is Tucker not doing lives anymore? I sure miss his videos and haven't seen him.
I don't know. I would rather tell you I don't know.
Well, there is nothing to say because you really don't know.
No, I don't. I don't know. He had his 18th birthday, and that's all I can really tell you. He's in the last I talked to him, he was enjoying time with his grandma and doing a lot of custom quilts, but it's been a good bit. So I can't really say what I don't know.
He's got his whole life ahead of him.
Yep, he's young.
Yep.
To be that young and know what we know now.
Right.
Yep. Great idea for the ironing tables, Dawn. I love it. It's really simple and easy. I had the TV trays for Joe and I, we had them stored in the garage. And I honestly, when I started quilting, I just had Joe get me a piece of plywood and I put batting to it because I saw another YouTuber do it. And I want to say, I think it was over at Laura Lynn's where she had this great big table, but I had to condense it down to what would work on my dining room table because that was my sewing space. So then when we migrated and we made our way up the stairs, then I had to condense and make sure that I could do what I needed to do.
Doreen says, I just got on and I wondered what quilt you are making, what it will look like. You don't have a picture of it in front of you, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you hold it up for the camera?
Like this?
Yep. It is the Sewology block of the month that we're working on. We're taking this very slow. If you are interested in doing this, we are on month number 3. You have plenty of time to catch up. The monthly units are relatively easy, and you'd be able to do months 1 through 3 before we come back together in February. And the pattern is available as a PDF. I have linked to it in the description box, as well as at the top of the chat.
That was like Vanna. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Look here, back. It's a kid I really wanted to do, Melissa said.
Robin said she watched Tiffany make her large ironing board. Linda Kendall said one of Pat Sloan's viewers made her a YouTube logo with Velcro on one side with numbers to change as she increases. It's very nice, encouraging thing that you were doing with postcards, Becca. Thank you. I feel like if you are a bigger channel, and I define bigger as somebody who is approaching or has passed 100,000. So like if you've got 75, 80, 90,000 subscribers, I'm not talking about you because you are within a stone's throw. But if you've got like 10,000, talking about you. So say hello to YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
My daughter has entered the room.
Hello, Zoe.
She's making funny noises.
Is she making faces at me? Shut up, Donna.
No, she's going. They, you have to. They can't really hear you because this is the microphone.
Okay.
They can barely hear you in the background. Are you going to come closer and make the same turkey noise?
I would love it.
She doesn't like being on camera.
It's okay. Cover the camera for a second. Let her make the noise.
You want me to turn the camera off so you can make the noise? She said no.
Oh, come on, Zoe.
Have those caramel eggs.
You can have one of them. It's in the basket. Don't eat them all. Those are my
Are we
favorite.
sewing these together in any particular order?
The pattern has, or mine has orange, pink, yellow, aqua, green, blue, purple. But I think you could probably do it in whatever order is pleasing to your eye.
Okay.
Shelly says she loves your heart quilt, Donna.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Fallon says, I love your ironing tables, Donna. Great idea.
Thank you, sweet.
Mary G says that she got her wood TV trays at Goodwill for that.
Cool. They're perfect. They fold down really snug and easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect.
Leanne is asking, how was the saxophone symposium? It was wonderful. And Zoe's giving me a look.
It's like, Mom,
Yeah.
you're telling my business.
Yeah, I am. I'm proud of her.
Exactly. She blows me away how good she is.
She's very talented. Her saxophone instructor, his name is Marty. He is a jazz musician in the DC area. He plays alto sax, and he had the saxophone symposium. They had a vendor hall, and they had lectures and classes and concerts and all sorts of fun things. And one of them was Marty played with his jazz group, and they had an like they had a string accompaniment. So Zoe really wanted to go to see him play, and then we checked out the vendor hall and a couple other areas and talked to a couple of people. We didn't stay terribly long. Zoe was starting to get a little overwhelmed with all the people, so we went until she was ready to leave and took off. But it just makes my heart really happy anytime I get a chance to talk to Marty. I don't really get to interact with him very much because Jason usually takes her to her saxophone lessons, but he always makes it a point. I don't know if he does it for Jason too, but every time he sees me, he pulls me aside. He's like, she's got a gift. And I'm like, I know. He's like, she needs to practice more. I'm like, she plays every day. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
you cannot lock her in her room.
Right. Well, I don't want to make music to be something that is a chore for her, right? I want it to be something that she still loves to do. So, and he's not saying that she's not playing enough. He's just really excited because he said he has students that are good, and some of them, everybody can be good at what they want to do. It just takes some people a little more work, and some people come by it naturally. And for Zoe, for this instrument, it's come very naturally to her, and it makes him really excited. So he gets giddy when he gets a chance to pull us aside. So,
and that's good though.
Yeah. So it went well. We bought her some reeds. We listened to Marty play with his band, bought a couple of his CDs, and came on back. Stopped for some Chick-fil-A on the way home because what
you can't go by there without stopping, babe.
Right. My mom calls it Jesus chicken.
Absolute.
Had to stop for Jesus chicken on the way home.
The saxophone. Joe said, is she alto, tenor?
Yes. Alto. Yep.
That's what he played back in the day.
Wow. Cool. Patty is asking, what are you using on your seams, Becca, and why? This is an Acorn Easy Press pen. It's basically a starch pen, and I'm putting it on my seams to make them super, super flat because there's a little bit of bulk here. And I find that high heat starch and a clapper yield the flattest seams known to man.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Donna. Thank you to Sean for introducing you to me. I love your voice. Hi, Donna. Thank you to Sean for introducing you to me. I love your voice. I had to read that a second time. I was like, is she loving Sean's voice or is she loving Donna's voice? Because Sean has one of those nice voices too. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Okay, I got to square these to 10 3/4, and I don't have a big enough ruler to do that. So I need a big square ruler, which is up here. Oh, 5 3/4. Oh my gosh. I had a big enough ruler.
Yes,
Putting it back.
All right, this is what I've got so far, guys.
Very pretty. I think you're done. You just got to put the strips on it. I have this so far. My blocks are made. I just got to square them and sew them together.
Take your time.
I will.
You do the same thing I do. I'm watching you. Am I making you nervous yet?
No.
Dang, man. I'm trying.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Hold on.
And I got no privacy. Oh. What did I say? 5 3/4.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what you told me. I hope it was right. They're already together now. Oops.
Well, it said, and I don't know if this is right, but it said the tip is to just trim 2 7/8 away from the center.
I didn't do all that. I just went with, I centered up dead center. So pretty. Thank you. Thanks. So, Becca, did you get the pattern and use your own fabric or did you kit? Becca's was a kit, was it not?
Yeah, it was a kit from Stitch in Heaven.
And all of the information will be in the description box. And she's also got it pinned at the top of the chat tonight.
Yep. Stitch in Heaven is doing this block of the month again. So if you are interested in the same colorway and everything, you can pick it up. Okay. I think I finally figured out what I got to do. So there we go. I'm trimming away.
And as Becca said, if you haven't checked out my channel, please slip over and check me out. We're trying for that 10,000. I'm jonesing for this button, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
What machine do you have? I have a Juki. It's a DDL 8300N.
Here, Mary, will you do me a favor? Will you square these down to 5 3/4? 5 3/4. And the pattern says the tip is to measure 2 7/8 from the center. I don't listen. Here's the
thing.
You
don't do 2 7/8. Sorry.
I don't. And I'm going to be very overwhelmed at making sure that those are perfectly center. And you know who is really good with making sure that that is very perfectly center?
Mary.
My friend Mary. So we're going to play into that strength.
There's no shame in that.
No, absolutely not.
No. Hi, Irish Cell Lady. Donna, who is Ying? I'm going to do a video.
You have to. You have to. Donna gets 2 questions all the time. Who or what is Ying? And where is your accent from? All the time. All the time. In fact, we just had those earlier in the live stream. So go ahead, tell them about Ying.
I was a president of the state of Maryland. I went through the officers for the Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association's Ladies Auxiliary. My granddaughter Peyton was born. As she learned to talk, she would bring me my phone and it was always ringing for state business. So it was going ring, 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 ring. And as you can tell, ring, ring, ying, yang. So she would hand it to me and say, ying, yang, ying, yang. So, and we're 12 years in now and I'm a ying, yang. And
But
in Mandarin that she speaks fluently, that's the highest honor. And the name Ying Yang is grandma of the highest honor. So we're keeping it.
Ying Ying was originally a nickname that your granddaughter gave you because she couldn't say ring.
Right.
Then you found out that it actually had a meaning, so you kept it.
Yep.
That's cool. I like it. I don't know why I just had to recap your whole story for you. That was
You
weird.
just did, and you did fabulous. Just fabulous.
What questions do you guys have for us in the chat? Because Donna, you're done. And I'm going to be done at some point tonight, but I figure we can answer a couple of questions before we end the live stream. We don't need
Absolutely.
to go all night, but what do you all have? Now
We got
wait
time to
30
sit.
seconds.
Let's sit and chat.
Yes, I've got 30-second delay, so we'll wait and see if anything rolls on in. Roll out. Bow, 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 bow. Is that an A&W root beer?
Yes, indeed. It's the
That's
only
right.
kind to drink, right?
That's right. If you're going to do root beer, it's got to be A&W.
And if you want a root beer float,
Oh yeah, those are great. Those are great. Did you have A&Ws by you when you were growing up?
no.
I don't know if that was just like a Michigan thing.
I think
it
it
was
had to have
local.
been because we didn't have it here.
Supposed to be 5 3/4.
That's what it says right here. That's what it says right here.
Because see, normally you would square a 1/4 inch from the point.
But that's what it says is 5 3/4.
Oh, okay. It's disregarding them.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. So she was confused by the same thing that I was confused. Here's what was throwing her off, and this was what was racking my brain a little bit too. When you go to square up those on point cross stitch units, normally when you square up the block, you're going to find where the fabrics kind of come in and make that intersection, and you're going to make sure that you're a 1/4 inch away from it, and that's how you're going to keep your point. However, these instructions are disregarding that, and you're just lobbing right through it. So Donna, if you looked at yours, you're going to have kind of a rounded shape. You're not going to preserve those points from the triangles.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's what was throwing me off. And that's why I handed it over to Mary, and Mary got stumbled on the same thing. So I don't feel bad.
No, don't feel bad.
Yep. Michelle said, I asked earlier, but you were busy. Do either of you have experience using the Deb Tucker Studio 180 rulers? I started a block of the month today, and we are using these. I don't even know if I've heard of
I've
them.
never even heard of them. So I would be better off to say no. I can assure you I have not used them.
So Deborah Weber is asking, can we see the last 2 months blocks? Yes, you can. I actually have them right here. Month number 1 was actually 3 blocks that we put together in one, and they were spools of thread. This was upside down, but this was probably the most work. I felt like month 1 was a lot of work because of this block over here, which I actually ended up redoing after we got off of the live stream. But once you kind of understood the concept, everything went together pretty quickly. And then in month 2, we made the pencil block, which
that was cool.
It was cool, and it went together really, really quick. This is what we did in month number 2 was the pencil block. There was just a little bit of foundation paper piecing right here, but our block looks like this. And in month 3, we're making the cross stitch unit. We want to hold yours up to show them what month 3 looks like again, Donna?
And month 3.
There you go. And that's month 3. So every month it's a cute little unit that you can put together. And if you are interested in any of these, somebody mentioned it on a prior live stream that you could just take that element and make that a little quilted piece. I think somebody talked about just taking the pattern for the pencil and making like a quilted table runner or a door hanging for a classroom or something.
I think that'd be fabulous. Or put the teacher's name in it if you had one of those machines to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, like one of those machines.
Karen said we had an A&W in Arizona, but not many of them. Okay. A few people are saying they were in Wyoming. In fact, there's still one going 33 miles away from me.
Oh, really?
Looks like they were in Wisconsin too. Awesome. Bonnie Walker says, when I was a kid, we had a birch root beer. Now we get A&W, which is my husband's initials.
Um,
Fallon says, I do have a few review videos and tutorials on a few of the dead Tucker rulers if anybody wants to check it out. If
oh,
you want
that'd
to
be
get,
cool.
yeah, Fallon's channel, you can just do exclamation Fallon in the chat and it'll drop her channel link in the live chat. You can just click on it, pop over there, check out her videos. So with Debbie says, my mom would make homemade root beer. Gosh, have you ever made homemade root beer?
No,
That sounds like it would be fun, but also maybe a lot
I
of
would
work.
jack it up. I don't even cook. You really want me to make a root beer? I'd blow my house up.
Deborah says, do you need to know how to paper piece to do this quilt? I don't think so, but there is a little bit of every technique in the entire project. There's embroidery in one area. There's going to be applique in one block. There is just a teeny bit of foundation paper piecing in one area. But the beauty of it is like you don't have to make the whole quilt. You can just make the blocks that speak to you and disregard the other ones.
Right.
So.
I think the only thing we have is month 9. That's going to be the right here, right?
Let me look. I think month 9 is
the blanket stitch where we're going to have to put it in.
Yeah.
And the applique would probably also be in the pin cushion, you think?
No, month 9 that's not month 9. I think you're talking about, because that's going to be the stitches.
Right.
10 is the sewing machine. I
The
don't
pin
know.
cushion.
Oh, that's not month 9 in my book. Oh, that's month 11 in mine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. There's going to be something in here where I think we're going to have to do a little bit of, oh, yeah. I'm looking to see there's a specific block. When you do the iron with the needle and thread,
Oh God, yeah.
we're gonna have to do a little bit of something different there. I actually don't think there is applique. I think I'm gonna take that back. I think the iron block, which is what we're gonna do in month 5, is gonna be really cute. Next month is a seam ripper. We're gonna make a seam ripper.
Yay.
That's fun. Yeah. Thank you for saving me money. This is better than spending money on another live. Well, that wasn't my intention, but I'm glad you're here. Sophia
Welcome,
Quill says,
welcome.
Meow is asking a question. Where do you get the pattern? Up at the top of the chat, there is a blue bubble. If you click on that, it'll have a link to the pattern, and it is also in the description box down below the video. If you just click read more, you can click on that. It'll take you to the pattern over on Etsy. She said, oh, I see it now. Awesome.
There you go.
I asked a question about pins. Can you see it? Let me scroll up. Who was saying they asked it? Linda. Let me scroll and see. Scrolling and seeing. Linda. Do you see it yet? Linda, I have a dumb question. With pins, what number is the smallest size? Pencil lead is the bigger, the number is the smallest. What about pins? I'm not sure. I don't know. I know that pins are, well, pencil lead, so that threw me off, right? Because pencil lead, your fine tip pencil lead in a mechanical pencil is 0.5 millimeter. And then a little bit thicker is 0.7 milliliter. 0.7 is bigger than 0.5. So the bigger the number, the thicker the lead. And I believe pins are the same way. The pins that I use are the magic pins. And I think those are 0.5 millimeters. They're super, super sharp, but they have thicker ones. The Lori Holt pretty pins, which are super cute, they're thicker. They're 0.7 millimeters. I don't like those personally because I feel like they're hard to get into fabric. I got to fight it to get it into the fabric, but they don't bend as easily as the fine pins. So whichever one works for you. Regina is asking, so where is your accent from?
My mother.
For Donna lives in Maryland over by West Virginia. And there, like that's it. She
I have
lives,
Maryland, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, all around.
she's a hodgepodge mixed all up in one.
Yeah.
No worries, Linda. She said, I thought it was the other way around. Sorry. Nope. But you're not wrong because needles, no, not needles, it's thread. Thread is the other way around. For whatever reason, thread is opposite. So some like there is something that is opposite that. The higher the number thread, the thinner the thread is. The lower the number of the weight of the thread, the thicker it is. And that it blows my mind. So
Right. When you were teaching, you did a segment on this back in my early days. I just couldn't grasp it. It did not make any sense to me.
yeah.
And then you broke it down.
Yep. The higher the number is, the thinner the thread is. So like Daco Bob, which is a really, really, really fine thread that you could use for like EPP and stuff, that's an 80 weight. It's really, really super thin. And then when you get to something thicker that you could use for like hand stitching and you really want your stitches to pop, you're looking at like a 12 weight. So you are not wrong on that. Magda says, hope you and your family are all okay, Donna. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Hold on. I think I read that wrong. I think the name of the person is Magda. Hope you and your family are all okay. And they typed exclamation Donna. Okay.
If it's a question, we're hanging in there waiting on a heart for Harper.
Gotcha. Linda said, I heard Joe say she talks that way because she's from the mountains. LOL. He's funny.
He does. He tells everybody. I'm sorry, I thought.
Oh, Shelly said thread is sized by how much you can get from a certain amount of cotton. So thinner thread makes a longer length. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes
What
sense.
weight do you use in your long arm?
On my long arm, I use 40 weight in the top and in the bobbin, always 40 weight. And right now I run purely cotton thread, but I am thinking about switching to glide for two reasons. Number one, it's a polyester thread, and I have heard it doesn't break or shred as easily as the cotton thread, which is a problem that I do have. And it is less linty, so that's nice. But the other thing is that 40 weight glide thread has a sheen to it. So the stitching looks a little bit nicer than just a flat, dull cotton thread on top of the quilt. So I run a 40 weight in the long arm cotton right now, but maybe in the near future, I'll be making a switch over to some polyester glide. What about you?
I've switched over to the glide probably 6-8 months ago, and I love it. I don't have thread breaks. Thank you, Jesus.
But did you have them with the cotton?
Yes, but now I don't. And I do the same as you. I've tried like 60 and 40 or 40, 60 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard, you know what I'm saying? To get the right tension on both. So if I'm using the same on top and bottom, I have no tension issue.
Yep. That was the first lesson I heard from multiple long armors when I got my long arm. Whatever you have in the top, use that for the back, because otherwise you're going to drive yourself crazy with tension issues. If you're using the same thread on the top and same thread on the bottom, it's going to be much better in the long run.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Katie, for the tip. I appreciate that. She sent me a $20 super chat. We'll put that.
Yay, Katie. Well done.
We'll put that in my little coffee fund. That'll be great.
By the time YouTube's done, you'll have enough for one Starbucks.
Thank you. Look, I can sew my row together and then we can be done.
What are you saying? You're bored?
No, I'm saying we had to wait for Mary to do the work that I was too intimidated to do. Thank you, Mary. All right, so I'm just going to put these in rainbow order the best I can. So red, I don't have
I just did mine according to the pattern.
Well, I don't have an orange though. So
I think it's that rusty one.
we're gonna make it go like this because this is as close to the pattern as it's gonna get. So there, and there.
There you go. You put a
Uh,
lot of thought into that, and I'm so proud of you.
Bonnie's asking you, Donna, what size needle do you use with the glide thread on your long arm?
I had to get it. It's an 80-12.
On your long arm?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Grab the wrong needles.
I was gonna say that don't sound right.
No, that's my Jukies. Sorry, grab the wrong set.
It's okay. Although you could use an 80-12 with 40 weight thread. However, for long arms, you need a different type of needle. And Donna's going to get that right now.
Big trip across the room.
Shelly said, good thing Mary was there. Heck yeah. Mary
Absolute.
is a lifesaver, and we're gonna buy her a blizzard.
I don't know if you can see it.
Let's go get ice cream.
No, you can't. It's a 135 by 5. It's a 10.
Debbie is saying, are you sewing those wrong sides together? No, I'm sewing them right sides together.
Do you remember the time that you did that fleece blanket to where we had to sew it? You did a fleece blanket. I can't remember what it was called, and we had to do all this cutting, and we
a
got
rag
4
quilt.
hands.
Yeah, the rag
Oh,
quilt.
holy God. I was thinking of that the other night.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done one. I was actually just talking about doing another one. I thought maybe that would be a fun project to do with Mom.
She would love it.
Yep.
I can remember when you did that. I was like, I was all on. I had all of my felt and stacks around me, and I was doing the cross like you did. And then I was all excited because it all came together so good. I didn't break one needle. And then I had to sit for days. It's beautiful, babe. Beautiful.
It looks great. Thank you, Mary, for squaring this up. Look how beautiful my row looks.
I think it looks gorgeous.
I take after Donna. She said, you sew together that fast?
You
Teresa
did.
says she uses a size 18 needle for her 40 weight and 16 needle for her 50 weight on her long arm. That's what I use. I use a 18, but I have 40 weight thread exclusively. So I have an 18. I think that's everything that we had. Oh, where did you find the correct fabric colors for this pattern? Mine came as a kit from Stitch in Heaven. Stitch in Heaven is running this as a block of the month again. They give you all of the fabric for it. There are multiple different colorways that are included in here. Donna, how did you pick your fabric for this?
I was in Lancaster with Tucker, and I had the pattern with me. And we were in one quilt shop, and thank God Tucker was there because he knew how to read the codes on the bolts. And it was a perfect match to what the pattern has.
So you guys just went shopping and pulled based on the pattern. I do want to, let me show them really quick, and you too. I'm going to go to the overhead camera because I want you to see this in the pattern. If you buy this pattern from Etsy, it's, by the way, it's a book. It is a actual.
You're getting your money's worth.
Yeah, it's a $20 pattern, which is expensive. Patterns are usually 10 or 12 bucks, but it's 70 pages. Oh, sorry, 72 pages, and you get everything in here. And one of the things that they give you, I'll turn this around so that you can see, and I'll pin myself so that I'm big for everybody on the YouTube channel. One of the things that they do is they give you alternate colorways. So if you wanted to make yours all pink, these are the fabric requirements and the colors that you need for that. If you want it with a golden background, you can do that. If you want it to be more rainbow colored, there's a few different colorways for you. And then also over here, they give you a coloring sheet. So you can color this any way that you want. They give you a ton of information in here. It is really well written, very easy to read, full color illustrations. I highly recommend this. And I kind of love that it is a book. It feels cool as a book. All right. That's all I think I have. Is there anything else you want to talk about tonight, Donna? Think we got our row
Honestly,
together?
I think we're pretty well done, but I would like to, if Mary's still in the room, to wish her safe travels.
Absolutely, she is still with us. She heard you.
Yes, Mary, be safe and know you're going to be loved and missed. And you better stay in touch.
Mary.
Sorry.
She didn't hear any of that. Come here, Mary. Come here.
For those of you that don't know, Mary will be heading to her new location Sunday, Monday?
Tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
So
Oh,
it's going to be hard on both the
okay. There we
girls.
go.
Okay, sorry. Hi, guys.
And it's going to be hard on both of them. But Mary's made a beautiful home down there, and she's got to be jonesing to see what it looks like now.
Oh, she's got pictures. She already knows what it looks like, but she's eager to make it her own.
Yep.
So, and we have plans already to see each other. So next month, don't cry.
Yeah.
Next month, I heard her voice break. Next month, we're going to be at QuiltCon together. So we're going to be rooming up there. So she'll be hanging out with me at QuiltCon. And then in just a few months after that, she's going to the Pennsylvania retreat. So I'll see her in Pennsylvania. And then in July, we're going to a retreat in Alabama together. So I'll see her then there. And then somewhere around, like, she's never going away.
No. It's just like every 2 or 3 months.
She said she's a permanent freeloader.
That's okay. I'm sure the door is always going to be open.
It's always open. It's always open.
Yep.
Last question we'll take for the night, and then we'll call it quits for the live stream. By the way, Donna was telling you safe travels.
Oh, thank you very much.
And she hopes everything gets there okay.
Yep.
Let me see. I'm going to go back to the last question that we're going to take for the night is from Linda Denton. She wants to know, Donna, how is your granddaughter doing?
Harper is doing well. She is very stabilized. No change from yesterday on the channel. She is housed with her parents at the Ronald McDonald House, and that is a breezeway where it's attached to the hospital at the University of Children's, Pittsburgh. They will continue to live there indefinitely and or until God handpicks her this heart. And for right now, her MAP levels, and that for us, it would be blood pressure. For her, because of the LVAD, it's called a MAP. She has to keep her numbers below 80 or it sends her heart into a really bad place.
Wow.
Her cheeks will get real red. So they have to watch her activity, but they're trying to regain and build her strength up. So every day is a challenge. She's doing whatever. If they tell her she's got to do 3 laps around the hospital, she'll do 4. If they tell her she's got to do 10 sit-ups, she'll do 20. She wants to go home.
Yeah.
So she knows the harder she works, the better the chance of the outcome with the transplant, and the quicker the recovery will go, and the quicker she'll get to come home. So we have no timeline, but we know she did make a trip back here with her dad and mother Wednesday. I believe it was Wednesday. My son had a dental appointment, had to have a tooth pulled out. She was allowed to ride back and ride back. It was like here with that. It was a car trip out.
Gotcha.
And so she got to see her other grandparents. I got a fence line visit. She rolled up in the car and they were like, hey, I didn't know she was with them. And my son called and said, hey, I'm here. I'm heading back to Pittsburgh. Can you bring me out 2 Tylenol on a bottle of water? And I did. And Harper's in the car. And I was like, oh, good Harper visit. We knew they were I knew she was with them, but I didn't know she was with them still.
Yep. And there is a Facebook page called Harper Strong. Donna has it linked on her YouTube channel. You can go check it out. That'll give you any updates. So if you're ever curious on what's happening in the world of Harper, that's the best place to go to get the most up-to-date news. But of course, if you subscribe to Donna's channel yeah,
that would be the added bonus. You'll get it quicker there.
Yeah, but she will always keep you updated. So she appreciates, I'm putting words in her mouth, but I already know this. She appreciates all of your thoughts, well wishes, and prayers. So keep them coming.
And everybody that's blessed her through Christmas, and Becca, your supporters, it was amazing.
Good. I'm glad.
And thank you. And her birthday is going to be the 28th, and
we're working
on, the 20th of January. So we're working on a big surprise for her. And I can tell you my garage is getting loaded.
Awesome.
So
All right,
it's gonna
friends,
get a little makeover.
thank you so much for hanging out with us, even though Donna finished this an hour before me.
Will you stop?
I'm teasing. It's a blast. I enjoy putting this together. I'm really happy that you're holding me accountable to getting this done. In the end, we're going to have a beautiful quilt that we made together. So thank you for that.
I like her
Yep.
heart that she's got.
Mary loves your exploding heart quilt.
Thank you. I did that today.
Is it all quilted and bound already?
No. It's just pieced. It's just
okay.
pieced.
I have
That'll be tomorrow.
no, I've got one on the long arm. I have to work tomorrow.
All right, friends. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for hanging out with us. Don't forget to check out Donna's channel. Give her a subscribe. She'll be live Monday night. And next month, we're going to take this block of the month over to her channel where she's going to host me. So I'll see you over on her channel the first Saturday in February. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.